What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Life with Tiki, and today I'm going to be cooking some foods. This is what I'm going to be cooking for one meal. I'll be making. Hold on, let me show y'all a picture. I'll be recreating something like this. But what we're doing today is we're going to be recreating these two recipes. And this is my meat texture. Try not to spill the water because it's full. That's my meat texture. I'm letting that soak. And then I have to boil my one potato. This should do. If it don't, oh well. But I only have one potato. So this should do. And then we're gonna get started. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to peel and cut up my potato. I'm gonna peel and cut up my potato. I'm gonna get me a bag. I like to peel my potatoes in a plastic bag so that way it can just be in the bag and the peel. So let me get my potato slicer. I'm going to slice this up. My potato slicer, it don't be acting right. Y'all see that? Yeah, I don't know what be wrong with these potatoes. They be looking ugly in the inside, but and that's my peeled potato, and now I have to cut it up. So I have my handy dandy knife right here, and I'm just gonna cut it. Let me see if I'm gonna put y'all down some. Cut it right there. I'm just cutting it. And honestly, I'm gonna just let these potatoes boil for like 10 minutes because they're gonna go in the oven. Cause I'm making like little tater tots or whatnot. So and they're going inside of my pot right here. And excuse my ashy hands. I don't know why I don't. Well, I know why I don't, but I mean, why put lotion on and I'm cooking? And I would make the tater tots out of the quinoa. But I'm probably just gonna add the quinoa into here when I get done cooking and mix it up and blend it, you know. So here is my pot of potatoes, and I'm gonna put it on my stove top. Cut this eye off. Cut that off. And I just set it right here. I just cut this eye off from cooking something, so yeah. So once this starts to boil, then I put my timer on. Okay, now that my potatoes are boiling, as you guys can see the steam, I already prepped my meat texture and had it sitting. And had it sitting in some broth and water. So this is my bowl, and I'm gonna squeeze out all my liquids. Ooh, no, I'm gonna save this broth for the what you call it, for the gravy. So I'm just looking for me a measuring cup so that way I can pour this broth in here. I just need a little bit though. I don't need all of it. Just need a teensy bit. So yes, and this is my broth. Y'all can't see it because it's too low, but I'm finna squeeze out all this liquid, and I'm finna transfer it to my pan. So, and the fact of y'all probably asking why is she squeezing it, it comes dry. It's like I'm rehydrating it because it was hydrated, so I have to rehydrate it to give it back its moisture. And I only did a little bit because it's only my kids that's going to be eating this, and I don't know, I may eat some too, but who knows. Okay, and this is what I have in my pan as of right now. And I'm going to pour out this in the sink. So I need to cook this meat before I make my gravy. So let's put this on. I'm trying to jump my hands. And we want to get the seasonings. We want to use Italian seasoning. We're going to use this cumin. I also like to use onion powder and garlic powder. So this is onion powder. If I can get it open. Y'all know these things be hard to open. There you go. Put it right there. Garlic powder. And then I'm going to top it off with this complete seasoning. And then I'm going to add a little oil to it so it won't stick. And now I have to mix it up. So I'm going to allow this to cook. And my potatoes is almost done. I got 1 minute left. So okay, my potatoes are done. Ooh, that's hot. Don't y'all hate when y'all open up something and the steam just busts? Whoosh. But yeah, I'm finna drain this out. Still hot. And those are my potatoes. I have to stir this up or it'll be sticking. It's almost done. I need to just get a little bit more brown. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. We're gonna let that sit, and then we're gonna get back to these potatoes. So we're gonna add a little bit. Wait, I gotta mash them up first, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's been a long week. So I'm going to use my handy dandy smasher, and then I'm going to smash. Come on now. I probably didn't let them cook for too long. That's because I didn't want them too soft. Because I'm going to also add some seasonings in here. And I'm going to like shape them to look like little tater tots. You know you putting in elbow work when your arm like this. And that's the smashed potatoes. I'm going to add, I'm just trying to keep an eye on this meat texture. And I'm just adding a little bit of butter. You don't really need too much. Add some seasonings. I'm going to also continue to use this complete seasoning to season it. And I'm going to add a little bit of flour in here. And I think my meat texture is done. Ooh, look at that. It looks so good. And I'm going, what flour I'm going to be using? I'm going to be using chickpea flour. Y'all, these things, like, I'm so weak. I can't even open it. And that's how much I'm gonna put in there. This is a half a tablespoon. So I put a half a tablespoon in there. We're gonna set that to the side. And I need to get a spoon. I'm going to use this spoon, rinse it off. Yes, gotta make sure you rinse off your dishes, even though I'm making a mess. It's forming into a dough. That's what I want. I want it to form into a dough. I may be looking crazy as I'm stirring it because I'm just trying to make sure everything comes together. So that's how it's looking. And I'm going to put this on some parchment paper, roll it out. I don't know, but I know I'm putting up parchment paper. Okay, I'm back, you guys. I'm going to transfer my meat texture into this bowl. Let's see if I don't waste it this time. Always wasting it. Okay, and this is my meat texture. Y'all, can y'all really see me for real? Cause I don't know. I always say that because I'm not good with the angles of the GoPro, so I'm still trying to get comfortable with it, as you see. But yeah, let's get the parchment paper. So I have my parchment paper. And we're going to set our mixture. So I just put all of that onto here. I'm going to lower you guys so y'all can see. Okay. So I'm going to wash my hands so I can flatten this out. So I'm going to lower you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to flatten this out. Ooh, yes. Y'all see how that these gonna be good. And I also have to get my my pan so it can go in the oven and bake for a little bit so it can get that crisp texture. I don't know why I'm not using my rolling pan. I just like to touch the food. I don't know. But if I was to sell food, I can't do this. I would have to get a rolling pan. Okay, I think that's good enough of the thickness. And I'm going to use my handy dandy plastic knife. And I'm just going to slice it like this. trying to make it even, but y'all know cutting like slices, it's not really that. It's difficult. Just know. Just trying to go straight down, it's hard. Alright, then I'm going to turn it. Ooh. We're going to turn it. And we're going to slice. And this, oh, hold on, let's see if I can lift it. And these are the little tater tot squares. I did okay. It's alright. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do and work with how you gotta work with it. Y'all know I like to recreate recipes and stuff. So, this is homemade style. They had like real tater tots and you had to toss it in the oven and whatnot. But I don't have real tater tots. So, set my oven to 425 and I'm finna get my pan now. Now that I have my pan, I'm going to place another parchment paper onto it. So this is my parchment paper. And I'm going to place my squares in my pan. That was the only square I was able to lift up. And cause I'm not trying to like make it perfect, but you know, I'm a perfectionist. Not really. Yes, I am. I like when it comes to like clothes and stuff, like, cause I also crochet, and like when it comes to like making clothes, I need that bit to be spot on, like no mess ups, no nothing. Like, don't play with me. Like you got the skills to make this look perfect. Let's go. That's how I be. Y'all don't mind me in my ranting. I just be ranting, talking. Look at the little square. It's so cute. Ah, I did it. Yeah, I get so happy when I be cooking and it turns out how it need to be turned out. You know? Honestly, I should have just put this whole thing in there, but it was on my countertop, so I don't want no like countertop debris on. But it wouldn't hurt nothing to just transfer all these over here. Don't be like me and want to transfer it individually. If you have time for it, you can just transfer it how you need to transfer it. Because I'm just doing it individually. For some odd reason, I don't know, but it is what it is. We're going to just finish what we're doing. Hopefully this turned out how the picture is doing, even though it's really everything I'm making is homemade, but I just wanted to turn out like the picture. Y'all get what I'm trying to do, man. And I make everything homemade, even my desserts. Like, I try not to go to the store to buy like the desserts that I like. I like to make it homemade. I'm also in the making of making some brownies, but I just got to get the you know, bro, I'm gonna make a video. Just know, cosmetic brownies, those are my favorite. And I have a recipe for that, and I'm finna recreate that. So I'm just excited for it. I'm drizzling some oil over it so it can get that crispiness. Put it in the oven for like 10 minutes. Flip them over and then oil the other side. Hopefully the other side gets already oiled from the oil I'm gonna be putting in here. So yeah. And don't ask me, oh, can you make me something? No. I gotta make my stuff homemade. I'm sorry. Everything has to be homemade. Like, I buy the ingredients from the store, but I'm not finna like purchase it from a restaurant or nothing like that. Oh, I'm almost there. Alright, it's a few pieces on here. I don't really think they really matter because I already have some in. Y'all see that? Y'all see all that? Yeah. I don't got time for these little pieces right here. We just gonna oil this baby up. So we're going to drizzle some oil on these tater tots. You know what I should have did? I should have brushed it on here, but I don't have a brush. You know, one of those little culinary brushes where you can just stroke it to get all the oil content on there. Yeah, I don't have one of those. I wish I did. I think I do, but I don't know where it's at. So that's enough oil. I'm going to sit this in the oven right here. Ooh, that heat is something serious. And I'm going to leave that in the oven for like 20 minutes. So now I'm about to make my gravy now that I put my potatoes in the oven. So I have to boil I have to melt some butter and flour. If you don't know how to make homemade gravy, then I don't know what to tell you, because homemade gravy is very easy to make. I have my homemade butter right here. Let's get a knife. Yeah, I'll be so flustered. I don't even know what to do. So you're just gonna take a little piece of this. There we go. I'm gonna put it in my pot right here. So I put some of my butter in there. I'm letting it melt a little bit and get my wood up. I'm gonna use my whisk. It's not a lot of butter, but it'll do. Should I put a little bit of oil in here too? I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in here as well. I know that was supposed to be a little bit, but. And then I'm going to add some more of my chickpea flour in here. I'm only gonna do 1/3 cup. It's not even a 1/3 cup type. I'm gonna mix that in there. And we're just gonna mix this all together with the butter and oil until it turns into clumps. And you want it to look like that. So I'm gonna pour my extra broth. And we're gonna stir that up. We're gonna stir this up until it becomes like tasty, right? I guess, or not so many clumps in the pan. I'm probably gonna have to add more water. So it says add more warm water. Keep mixing it until it forms into a gravy type, and then I'm going to season it. Once I get that consistency that I want. And this is really the tedious part about making gravy. You gotta keep whisking so it won't get stuck. so it's gonna be like liquidy. Why do I always have this thing on? Y'all probably couldn't even hear me. My thing done fell in. Hold on. Now add more water. And if it don't come out how the picture was like, it's gonna be okay, because all I'm doing is just making homemade stuff, and I didn't have no tater tots, no real actual tater tots. So yeah. Now I'm gonna add my seasonings in here. Now that it's like kind of liquefied. You know, when you're making gravy, you gotta just keep stirring. Your arm's gonna get tired as well, so I think I'm done adding all of the water in there. We're gonna see how this turns out. And we're gonna add some more onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And we're gonna finna top it off with the complete seasoning. Now I have to hurry up because I have to mix this. Probably gonna add a little bit more water in here. That's the last little bit of water. And there you go, my homemade chickpea gravy. So we're gonna cut this off. Let that sit right there. We're just gonna let it boil a little bit. But it's done, you guys. Hopefully it tastes good. I don't want to taste it because it's hot. But let me see. You need some salt, bad. So even though this is for my kids, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, so just to not be so bland. It tastes like onion powder. So we're going to add a little bit of salt. And we're going to transfer this to a mini bowl so it can stop cooking. Okay, we're going to set that right there. So now that my potatoes are done, I'm going to check on them. Let's see how they're looking. They're looking alright. It ain't how I want them to be. But we're just gonna leave them in here for a few minutes, a few more minutes. Probably about 15 more minutes until, so I have to also cook I'm also making eggs as well, so it's gonna be like a tater tots, egg, sausage, gravy type mixture. I don't know how they came up with that, but hey, I'm digging it. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to actually boil the top of it. So, and you guys already know how to make eggs, so I'm not going to record that part because you already know what I do with my eggs. So, okay, you guys, I'm done cooking my eggs. And the potatoes are done, so I'm going to grab them out of here. Don't judge how they look. I kind of boiled the top of it too much, but hey, they still came out good though. Y'all can't lie. Don't cap. They came out good. So now I'm about to plate my girls' food. These are the plates that I'll be using. And we're going to put some on here. I don't know how many to put on here, but we just gonna put a handful. Let's see. We just gonna. That one potato wasn't enough, but whatever's. It's gonna cover. It's more like a potato mix up, I guess you can say. So we're gonna make sure it's even. Some of them didn't get cooked. I mean toasted all the way, so. But y'all know, as I would say, that's okay. In my voice. That's a little burnt, not going on there. Okay, this should be enough right here. Put that back in there. We're going to spread some of these eggs on top. Don't mind how my pan looked it. This is how it's looking so far. Ooh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna sprinkle some of these on here. Making a mess. Always make a mess. But it still look good though. Y'all can't say it don't. Alright, so I just repositioned you guys so you guys can actually fully see it. And then we're going to drizzle the toppings on there. I'm gonna add this little bit right here. Tell me to use all of the little bites. So I have this hot sauce. It's not hot, the steamed hot, it came out the pot. So I'm going to let me find me a spoon. Okay, I have me a spoon so I can. I'm gonna take that top part. I just don't want it to get drizzled on my kids' food, but this stuff is hot. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like this. And then I'm gonna do the other bowl, the other plate bowl. And there you have it, you guys. I did it. It's not how I showed you guys, but look, oh my god. Yo, I'm so happy. I always get happy when I can recreate something. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.